Hey there, Busty, and welcome to another episode of 25 Days of Tier Lists. So today we are doing a tier list on Stardew Valley singles. In case you haven't been around my channel much before, I did an almost year-long series on Stardew Valley. I love that game so very much, and I was like, you know what? Why don't we do a tier list on the singles? So I have 4 tiers, and I can put no more than 3 per tier. So that's gonna be a little difficult, but I think we can do this. Alright, first things first, we have Abigail. Abigail is very alt. I like Abigail, but I feel like she's a little young for me. I do like her personality, so she will be going on A tier, but she's a little young, I guess, in my opinion. So I'm just kind of like, no. Alright, next up we have Alex. Alex is the neighborhood jock, and I don't know, I just kind of feel like he's a little douchey for my liking. I do like his growth as a person and like some of the storyline behind him with his parents, and I like his dog, but honestly I just really don't vibe with him. So Alex is going into C tier. Just not my vibe. I don't know, just eh. Next up, we have Harvey. I think Harvey's kind of cute. I like his personality. I like that he's a doctor. I mean, I guess the thing about Harvey is I just feel like him and Maru are so cute together and really belong together. I guess that could be said for like all of the characters though, right? Like they literally do just have the people that they fit perfectly with, which I think that's why I like sometimes semi-pursuing Alex, not because I want to be with him, but it definitely bothers Haley, and I really don't like Haley. I'm not sure. I'm gonna put Harvey, I'm gonna put him in B tier for right now, but that potentially could change. Okay, next up we have Haley. So Haley is just, did I say Emily before? I meant Haley. I don't know who I said before, but I did mean Haley. My brain's blanking. Haley is in C tier for me. Haley's just kind of an asshole, and I don't feel like she ever has any, like, notable character development. She gets nicer to you, but that's not what I care for in the characters. I love character development, and that's what I'm here for. And she just kind of is who she is no matter what, and I don't like that about her. It just, there's no substance to her, and I just, that's what gets me. Next up we have Elliot. I actually really like Elliot. I've never actually fully pursued Elliot, and I really want to at some point because his counterpoint is Leia, and I really like Leia. I'm gonna put Elliot on A tier. I like Elliot. I like his vibe. I like his story. Just good vibes. He's a little douchey at the start though. So that's, I think, why he belongs in A, but that could change. I don't know. Alright, next up we have Shane. So Shane, I did pursue at one point, in one of my mini playthroughs of the game. And the thing about Shane is he has actually a lot of character development. You get these interesting storylines with his alcoholism, like he ends up in the hospital even, like, and he's like, whoa, I gotta change my life, I love his blue chickens. But it doesn't stick, and this feels more like it's a problem of the developers than the character. They give him all this growth as a person, but he still goes to the bar every night. If you get married to him, he still has like a drunkard's room, like his little special room on your house. And I just, for me, that really just was like, what? Like, I didn't like that. Like, it just genuinely bothered me so much. So he's going B tier for storyline, but he is not it, if that makes sense. Okay, next up we have Sam, who is like he has this little band, and he's actually really sweet. I like Sam quite a bit. But where do I want to put him? I think I'm gonna put him on B tier. I don't know. This is a hard, these are hard. We're getting into harder territory because I like Sam, but I've never just like fully committed to being with like him. I like to get my friendship with all of the bachelors and bachelorettes, but I don't know. It's just, he's okay. So next up we have Penny. I actually really like Penny's storyline. It's really interesting with her and her mother. It's also really sad, and I think that draws a lot of people to Penny because it's like, oh, you can kind of be like a hero and save Penny and take her away from her life. And I really like Penny for a lot of reasons, and I think she's just sweet. I think that's one thing that I really like about Penny, and I just want her to have a happy life. So I'm kind of torn here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put Penny on A tier. I think Penny's good on for A tier. I really like Penny a lot, but I've never actually fully pursued her. She's never been the one that I've fully pursued because, at the same time, I'm not here to fix people. Okay. Next up we have Sebastian. He's just kind of for me. I guess. He's, I don't know, too angsty for me. I guess, like, the thing about Sebastian is he's, like, too, like, 16-year-old feeling. Like, he feels like an angsty 16-year-old. I think that's what it is. And nothing wrong with being an angsty 16-year-old. We've all done that, but I'm far past that. I'm an angsty adult now. Hello. So there's a big difference there. It's a disconnect, and that's why I've never really related to Sebastian that much. Okay, next up. Okay, so I just feel like this is too easy to tell who's gonna be an S tier, I guess. I really did that to myself, but we're gonna talk about them each separately. So Leia actually is 100% my S tier wife every time. I love being with Leia so much. She's just so creative, and I love her storylines too, and I just love her art and how she finds more confidence in it. And I really like her storylines, and I just like her. Like, she's woodsy and naturey, and she goes and forages, and then she's an artsy fartsy person, and like that's like that hits all the things for me. I'm a very artsy fartsy woodsy person too, and I like foraging, and I love learning about plants and stuff, and that's kind of why Leia is the thing for me. Next up we have Maru. I actually really like Maru. I still have yet to fully marry her, and I want to. The only thing I don't like is her dad, and some of his comments are just but I really, really, really like Maru so much. I think she's really smart and really cute, but I feel like a lot of people don't go for her, and that makes me sad. I do feel like they could have given her a little bit more. I feel like that's the thing about Maru, is I really like her, but I feel like the developers just didn't put a lot of energy into her character. I don't know if that makes sense. They were like, oh, let's check a box with Maru. Because to be fair, with this list of singles, we don't have a lot of representation, and that's kind of Stardew in general, to be fair. But I just feel like they could have put more energy and time into Maru, and they didn't, and that makes me sad. Next up we have Emily. She's actually S tier for me as well. I like her just connection with the earth and the world, and I guess she's very new agey, and I like that kind of stuff a lot myself. And I really like Emily. I think she's really sweet with animals too, like the parrot, and she warms my heart. I like her. I think she's interesting. I think she's different, and I don't know, I like that a lot about her. I think a lot of people are very turned off by Emily and don't like her, but she's S tier for me. maybe my list will be controversial. I don't know. I guess my opinions are probably a little weird, but I guess that's where we stand. So S tier we have Leia, Maru, Emily. A tier we have Abigail, Elliot, Penny. B tier Harvey, Shane, Sam. And C tier Alex, Haley, and Sebastian. I think I'm pretty solid with this list. I'm happy with it. I think it works pretty well. I don't really see myself moving any up or down right now. To be fair, Haley and Alex definitely belong in the very bottom tier always. For me, I just don't feel like they have a lot of substance as people. Now, Alex has more substance, but Haley has zilch. Literally none. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Tell me who would be your S tier singles. Who do you usually go for when you play Stardew? And tell me who your F tier, your C tier, whatever, mine's C tier, but F tier would be. Tell me that too. Or do you go the roommate route with Krobus, which that is something I want to do, but I'm such a hopeless romantic, so it's hard. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching. I will catch you guys next time. Bye, besties.